Charles Birchfield painting. He's the essential Midwestern artist. He's us. Look at that. And I bet you'll say, yeah. And what you see from that, particularly in Birchfield, is you see both the sense of the kind of orderly space, because he was a painter and also a wallpaper maker, so he was used to order. And also that sense of, because there's an underlying almost terror in Birchfield's work, which is a part of life. And you'll see that with the aha, too.
Hello, I'm Nancy Bruce. If you are already a patron of the arts, probably you're very familiar with these surroundings and with names like Charles Birchfield, Andrew Wyeth, Henri Matisse. Probably you already value the arts, painting, sculpture, dance, music, and theater, and integrate them into your lives. If you are already a patron of the arts, stay with us. What you're about to see, the stories you're about to hear, the people you're about to meet, will give your vision new meaning. But for those of you who have not been exposed to art in a meaningful way yet, what you're about to see is extremely important, vitally important to you as individual human beings and as members of a larger society. How important is art to us as human beings?
I think it's vital to our sense of humanity. I don't think you're a human being without participating in creating things, without participating in reshaping your environment, without participating in understanding what the environment is, and all of those things are art. The humanly created environment is art.
Most of us, unless we make our livings as artists, tend to take a pretty casual approach to art. It's entertainment, a distraction, a diversion from daily life, a luxury. That is a mistake.
I think any society does this. You go through a period of development and struggle, and when you reach your goals, you begin to relax. And what we forget is that when we relax and we pass on to our children the idea now is the time to relax, we don't give them goals to strive for. To me, the question is, can we get back to and accept the idea that the only life that's worth living is one in which you're striving for something?
Are you saying that art facilitates survival?
Oh, yes, of course. Sure, it's part of survival. Particularly under the most trying circumstances, art comes out.
Trying certainly describes the circumstances that prevailed in the life of artist David Dixon several years ago when he found himself seeking help at Kalamazoo's overnight shelter for the homeless.
At that time, I was trying to get in recovery because I was in the shelter. I had decided that I wanted to do something about my life, that I wanted to, I didn't want to die.
I think David was somebody who had really been chewed up by the streets and by addiction, and really was a place where he was either going to live or die.
It was the influence of Peter Battani that saved David's life.
I was doodling one day and drawing obstacles, a picture that I have on the wall called Obstacles. Few people, we looked at the picture as a sort of like a joke. But I was serious about my feelings of that particular dude. And it was, what was I trying to say with the, all these different obstacles coming at this man and his hands extended out. And I said, well, this is the way things come at us, Yeah, we laugh and joke. Peter seen my sketches, and he noticed that I had an ability to do figures and to draw, capture people's expressions facially. And he asked me if I was interested in doing some work for the shelter. And I told him, yeah.
I saw something that he was trying to express about his experience And I really saw him trying to struggle to get out from under what was oppressing him, really. And I remember that, and that was really the thing, you know, that. And I went to him and I said, you know, I really think, you know, you need to do this more, and, you know, would you like to do a larger painting for us at the shelter? And that's really kind of what started it.
What got started is nothing short of miraculous. David Dixon began to paint. His messages were dramatic, inspirational. So much so that in 1991, he received a $2,000 grant to fund his artistic efforts, part of a Kalamazoo Arts Council outreach program designed to reach into the heart of our community and revitalize the undiscovered talent coursing through it. From the shell of a human being, admittedly addicted to cocaine and alcohol, who had spent time in prison for shoplifting and stealing, emerged a man of dignity and integrity and immense talent. Reverend Otha Gilliard helped inspire David's recovery. What role do you think his artistic expression plays in his recovery process?
I think it's central to his recovery process. He's an artist, and that's central to him.
What I want you to do is come up with some designs.
Also central to him is David's desire to give to others the same kindness that was extended to him. Every Friday, David spends his afternoons showing the children at Lincoln International School how to find their own talents, an outreach effort also coordinated by Kalamazoo County.
All right, I'm going to set an example on Antoine's paper right here, okay? How you can do it, all right?
And for him to go through that and then to have hope and to not grow angry and to not grow bitter and then to be able to express something of a higher vision or a higher hope about his life to other people, I think was a gift.
Facing the reflections of the images in my road and time, seeing all my ins and outs to love and peace of mind. I know my key is just up ahead to whereupon I'll find my home in which I'll make my bed. But until I finally make it there, my collective thoughts are just a prayer. Pieces of dreams of how it was, how it is, and how it will be. If I have control up over my heart, then I have control over me. If I can sustain control of love, then I will sustain my destiny.
Along the way is when you find the key. Just because you may have a key to something doesn't necessarily mean that you're in the door.
Do you have the key?
I feel that I've found the key. I found my answer. And my answer is God.
And has the door been unlocked yet?
I'm moving in that direction.